Today, I'm going to be talking about this man. Yes, I am going to be talking about President Donald Trump. I'm going to be talking about that massive failure that he has basically created. In this case, it is going to be about the executive order that he signed in order to promote free speech and religious liberty. Yeah, I puked after I read the story. That is how poisonous this whole thing is, guys. Also, I want to take a really quick moment to talk about my merch store. These two fine individuals have already bought some merch, and I thank you both for the support. Now, by the way, they go by the names of Fiction Fighter and Hector Defendi. Now, unfortunately, the merch campaign has already expired. However, I got some new merch for you guys. Some merch about what I say a lot in my videos, which is morally bankrupt. Links to both of my stores will be in the description for you guys to take a look at if you are interested, of course. Now, please check them out if you have the opportunity to do so. Now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get to the primary reason why I'm making this video in the first place, and be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hello everybody, the Quiet Atheist here, coming at you with another interesting video today. Now, like I said in the beginning, guys, today we are going to be talking about the great president of the United States, Donald Trump. Yeah, that's right, we're going to be talking about him. Now, clearly, him and many other Christians like him have absolutely no respect for the Constitution of the United States, and that is why I want to take the time to talk about it, because it's only going to get worse. Not only that, this whole executive order thing that he has basically signed is going to ruin the lives of a lot of people eventually. Now, does he care about his fellow Americans? Does President Donald Trump care about the negative impact that he may have on other people? No, he doesn't. Because, like many others, it's about Christianity for him, or he could be just doing it to keep his job. It could be either one or both. Anyway, guys, let me share this story with you. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order promoting free speech and religious liberty, which is something that Christians already have, guys. We know this. There are certain limits, though, which keeps them from violating the Constitution of the United States. Now, these limits should be enforced, but they are not. Essentially, spitting in the face of the founding fathers. They are literally doing this shit right now as we speak, guys. I'm going to tell you guys one thing. This country is a mess because Christians all over this nation are destroying it piece by piece. They have been doing this shit for years. Now, I think that they have an edge because they got Donald Trump in office to sort of weaponize these executive orders that he signs. Not only are we a nation of faith, we are a nation of tolerance. As we look at the violence around the world, and believe me, it's violent, I get to see it more than most, President Trump told a small gathering of religious supporters in the Rose Garden. No, President Trump, we are not a nation of faith. We are a secular nation, first and foremost. That is how the founding fathers actually wanted it. But I know that's not what Donald Trump wants. It's not what a lot of Christians in this country want. All these people, including Donald Trump, just want more than what they actually deserve, as far as I'm concerned. They are not thinking about their fellow Americans. Clearly, we can see here that Christianity and all of its absurdity is clouding the judgment of all of these people. I really love this next part. President Trump thinks that we are a nation of tolerance. If we are a nation of tolerance, why do I hear about Christians who bully and harass atheist students in school? Why do I hear about Christians getting loud, vulgar, and disrespectful when it comes to another person with a different background leading an invocation? Why do I hear about Christians who send death threats to atheist mothers for standing against public schools when it comes to the separation of church and state? I can go on and on and on, President Trump. I really love this next part about violence, guys, because what he doesn't tell you is the fact that Christians all over the world play a significant role in the violence as well. You won't hear President Trump or anyone else on the right talk about it, though, because it conflicts with their narrative that they want to push forth. We will not allow people of faith to be targeted, bullied, or silenced anymore, the president said, announcing his first foreign trip to Saudi Arabia, Israel, and Rome. My question is, how are they being targeted, bullied, and silenced? Shit, these Christians that you are talking about, President Trump, have more of a platform than anyone else that I know, so I do not know where you are pulling all of this nonsense from. I really don't. I think that you are intentionally doing it, President Trump. I think that you are lying about all of this because you want Christians to have an edge and basically screw everyone else. That is exactly what is going to happen with this new executive order. And as far as being bullied is concerned, feel free to look at what I said about that earlier. Under my administration, free speech does not end at the steps of a cathedral or a synagogue or any other house of worship, President Donald Trump said. Notice how his statement here, guys, is incredibly vague, perhaps on purpose. His administration would turn into an administration of hypocrites the moment a Muslim, for example, would speak at any public gathering. Even an atheist speaking is a threat to these people, and it's absurd to no end. If one is to let Christians do what they want, they have to let everyone else do what they want as well. We will not see that happen, though, because Christianity is not about equality. Shit, Islam isn't about equality either. And I'm pretty sure that they would be doing the same shit if they could actually get away with it. That is why I think that all religions need to stay out of the government completely. They affect everyone in a bad way. We are giving our churches their voices back, Trump claimed. First of all, they have never lost their voice. They have never lost their ability to speak. These delusions of grandeur are really getting to me, guys. They are all lies. The president does not have the power to dissolve the Johnson Amendment, yet claimed that the financial threat against the faith community is over. Financial threat? Are you kidding me right now? Religion is a multi-billion-dollar business every single year. How is that a financial threat? I am dying to know. He also falsely claimed that the Johnson Amendment banned churches and religious organizations from speaking about social issues. It only prohibits the endorsement or opposition of a political candidate. Do you guys see how these dishonest Christians are trying to twist everything? They are basically throwing everything against the wall just to see what essentially sticks to it. That's it. The president also claimed that the federal government has used the power of the state as a weapon against people of faith, bullying, and even punishing Americans. Wow, I actually think that he has this one backwards. It is the Christians in the government right now that are doing all of this horrible shit. This executive order has the potential to turn mega churches into super PACs, essentially. The order will make it easier for churches and religious nonprofits to campaign for or against political candidates, and for churches and religious organizations to nonprofit organizations to deny certain health coverage, including abortion and contraception for religious reasons. Campaigning for candidates is currently illegal under the Johnson Amendment. Now, guys, I realize that this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this new executive order. There are so many things that are actually at risk here, like marriage equality, for example. Soon, these morally bankrupt Christians are going to be able to discriminate against everyone and break every law that they want to break because President Donald Trump is going to give them the license to do it. There are numerous atheist and secular organizations out there that have made a promise. They have promised to fight this every step of the way, and that is a good thing. We must continue to fight, even if you're a person like me who is just making videos at the moment. The point is, we get the information out there where it needs to be, and that is the most important thing. People have to be aware of the treachery that Christianity has to offer. This has to be done. It really saddens me to see people who love a religion more than their fellow Americans and this country. This is happening every single day, and it has to come to an end.